In your pursuit of getting to 10% body fat, visible clean-cut abs, how many videos have you watched on the perfect diet plan to get in shape, the perfect training split to build muscle, like your favorite fitness influencers that have told you, oh, you need to be doing this? Yet what they will not tell you is literally the most important factor as to why you're not getting results. No fitness influencer online is going to sit here and tell you this. You need to be okay with saying no to the people that you like, the people that you care about. So you already need to predispose of how they're going to feel when you say no. You're already going to suffer. You're already going to eat in a calorie deficit. You're going to be hungry. You're going to move more than you're physically putting in, which is going to make you tired. You're training to failure, which is going to make you sore. And then I'm forcing you to sleep, which is going to make you probably quite bored. So overall, you're already going to suffer. This is going to be a fairly miserable experience for you anyway, unless you actually find the love in the athlete version of you, which is what you should do. But on top of that, no one speaks about, on the weekend, you're going to need to be able to say to your friends, I'm not coming out to eat with you. And they're going to say, oh, but come on, we need you to come out and eat. And you're going to feel a bit bad in that very given moment. You might even have to tell your sweet, sweet mother that you ain't going to have her apple crumble on a Sunday because it's not within your macros and your plan. And you're going to have to be okay with disappointing your mother and not eating her sweet food. For a lot of you that live in certain countries, I know that it's quite uncomfortable. Like I've been around my Arabic friends and said, listen mate, I'm on plan, I can't eat it. And they love to feed you. They take it part offensive when you don't eat it. But look, you need to be comfortable being uncomfortable having these conversations. Because if you don't think about this that's going to happen, you'll get to the event and you'll fumble the football. And you'll do good for 5 days because you're in your safe space, no one's telling you to do anything, no one's challenging how much you actually want this, and you'll do great. You'll drop 0.7 of a kilogram. You're like, fucking hell, I'm going to hit the 1 kilo drop per week this week. Perfect. On track for my goal. Then the weekend will come up. You've had no training for this. You've had no ability to say no to things. And before you know it, boom, reverse the full week of progress because you didn't have the backbone to say no. Now, when you start this plan, people are going to test you to see, are you really on plan or are you just kind of trying a bit? So I'm going to shit test you. I'm going to say, you come in for food. I know you're on this plan, but you come in for food. And what they're really saying is, they're not saying that you come in for food. What they're really saying is, I think you're a bitch and you're not going to follow this plan anyway. So I'm just going to test to see if that's the case. And then I'm going to get you in my pocket and watch you fold right in front of me. That's what they're doing. Because the people around you, unless they already are in shape, in which case they wouldn't ask you to come for food. Or they'd say, cool, I know this place it's got the macros and the calories on it, so you can literally stay within plan. Those type of friends, yeah, sure, they're going to have your interests at heart. Your other friends, they're not. Why? Because you're growing further away from them. You're becoming better than them. They'll tell you this will last 2 weeks and then you'll get fat again. I know this because I've got members within my community that speak to their old friends and they say this to them. However, this guy's now 30 kilo lighter, and a big FU to the guy who actually thought he would fold, because he didn't, because he was inside my community and this is the mindset we instill. However, if you don't get ready for this, you will fumble the football. You will fold and you'll reverse your progress, and then they'll think you're a bitch anyway. So guess what happens when you try and do it the second time? It's even harder. You've got even more barriers to resistance of trying to change. Now, let's not get this wrong. You trying to change right now is already going to be very painful. Why? Because for the longest period of time, you have acted in a certain way. The world has given you feedback on the way you act. This has created your self-image. Your self-image is how you see yourself, and it's what you're willing to accept and your stand for things in life. Your cleanliness of your toilet seat right now is a direct reflection of your own self-image. The length of your fingernails right now is a direct reflection of your self-image. The money in your bank account, the woman that sits next to you, the friends that are around you, the way you dress is all a direct reflection of your self-image and how you see yourself. A lot of people have such low standards for themselves that their levels are low. This is why so many people are okay with being 30% body fat for the longest period of time. When realistically, the only difference between me and you is I just say, no, it's not my standard to be like 30% body fat. That's just not who I am. I would wake up in the middle of the night, probably around 16% body fat, going, fucking hell, we're too soft and fat, we need to sort this shit out. That's the only difference between me and someone that's 30% body fat. I'm not special, I've not got a different body, although I do because I've maintained it for long enough. But let's be honest, like, I've pulled 30 kilogram off people and they've got a six pack. In fact, I can't wait to show a result when we do our photo shoot in 3 weeks time, and show you what it can look like when you pull 30 kilograms. If there's a result on my page, or even Google the video, how to go from 35% to 10% body fat on my channel, I'll show you literally a guy that I've done that for, six pack at the end. Now he's got the body. Now he looks great because he simply just told himself, I'm not willing to accept this standard of 35% body fat. so let's go and get a six-pack. So I honestly, mark my words, go and watch that video, because it will, if any of you are 35% body fat, it's going to inspire you to understand that, actually, it's doable. And I did a second video that spoke about the week-by-week visual changes, so you can already forward plan. Because here's another thing, you'll get 4 weeks into your dieting phase, you'll drop 4-6 kilograms if you're coming down from 30% body fat. You won't look much different. For your first 10 kilograms, you won't look much different. You'll still look like a bag of shit, no offense. And that is when people are going to test you the most. They're going to be like, oh, you're doing this gym thing, it's not really working. You'll be like, oh, but I lost 10 kilograms. Like, yeah, but you still look like garbage. And then they're going to test you, and then you're going to think, oh yeah, I kind of do look like garbage. I don't know if I should like carry this on at all. And the whole world is going to really test you to see, are you worthy of having a six-pack? That's all the world is really trying to do. It's trying to test to see, do you really deserve it? Are you going to look after it? Are you the guy that needs the six-pack? Because a lot of you will focus on trying to get a six-pack, and that's the wrong way to look at it. The way you want to look at it instead is, you are now going to become an athlete version of you, the 2.0 version of you. So you're going to think, well, how would I live if I was an athlete? Well, it'd be the same if I was 30% body fat or if I was 10% body fat. The only difference is the smile would be bigger on my face when I looked in the mirror at 10% body fat. But the day in the life is exactly the same. So you're going to wake up early, still going to go do your steps, still going to make sure you hydrate well, still going to train, still going to do your cardio, still going to meal prep, still going to hit your protein target, still going to sleep. It's the same. You're still going to live the same athlete lifestyle that you do at 30%, that you do at 10%, because it is a lifestyle. If you focus on the six-pack will run away from you. The same way if you chase after a woman, she'll run away from you. However, if you create a nice garden, if you attract the six-pack into your life by living the athlete lifestyle, the six-pack will be here to stay. If you create like a good character for yourself, like build out your garden, put flowers and shit in it, people are going to want to come and sit in your garden, aka people are going to want to come and be around you. And that's the way you should look at all things in life. Like if you make something attractive for you, people will come and sit around it. However, if you chase after it, be like, oh, I need this to be here, well, people are like, well, why should I be here? And you're kind of chasing me for it, so now I see this as low value. So it's not going to stick around anyway. So the way you get in shape is actually just by living the athlete lifestyle, and then the six-pack is going to eventually foster on your body because you've lived that lifestyle. The same way you live the lifestyle of comfort, junk food, garbage, lack of movement, too many calories going in, you live that lifestyle, what happened? You ended up at 30% body fat. You didn't wake up there one day. You didn't come out the womb at 30% body fat. If you did, unlucky. But like, you didn't, did you? All jokes aside, you got there through living the lifestyle of someone that's 30% body fat, and then you woke up there one day. The same is the way you're going to reverse it. You didn't focus on, oh yeah, I can't wait to get the plump stomach and the tits. I can't wait for that, for 30% body fat. Yeah, let's drive for that. No, it just happened by the fact that you acted in a certain way. So the same is going to happen when you diet down. Don't focus on the six-pack, focus on the athlete, the man you need to become along the way, and the six-pack will foster on your body. But one of the biggest things I want you to be equipped for is getting ready to say no to people, getting ready to disappoint people and being like, listen mate, for this period of my life, I ain't going to be going out to eat, so don't ask me. I ain't going to be going out to drink, so don't ask me. Because I'm on plan. I'm staying within my macros, I'm staying within my calories. You'll get tested a few times, and why I tell you this is, get ready for those tests. Because you want to look at these tests as your opportunity to exercise self-respect and discipline. They're both muscles. Your ability of self-respect is a muscle inside your own brain. Your muscle of discipline is another muscle inside your own brain. You only train them by like saying no to the things. You're not disciplined because you do the thing every day. You're disciplined when you don't want to do the thing and you do it anyway. Or you're disciplined when you say no to something that you wanted to do. That's when you get the rep in, if you will, of discipline. It's not just like a thing that you've done. It's more an act that you do that then resurfaces the fact that, oh, I am someone of discipline. That's the way you view this. Rather than thinking like, because I like woke up 6 days a week with no distractions and I was disciplined. No. It's only discipline if you really wanted to stay in bed. That's only when the discipline muscle kicks in. So get ready to say no to people. Get ready to be like, I'm on plan. And they'll test you, but they'll only test you for the first few times and they'll get bored. And then you'll still be the one that's on plan. And then guess what? They'll respect you more because you went your own way. People respect people that essentially are doing their own thing and their own pursuits in life. No one respects sheep, everyone respects leaders. Be a leader, but in this instance, you're leading yourself to 10% body fat. That's the way you want to view this. People will speak about this online, people will give you a meal plan, and the reason the meal plan doesn't fucking work is because you don't have the ability to say no. Say no to people first, get that right first, you'll stick to any fucking meal plan. The meal plans work, boys. The training split works. Calorie deficit fucking works. I know I've got 60 results getting people visible clean cut abs. The plans work. The plan is not the issue. Your ability to solely stick to the plan is the main issue. Stick to it, you're going to get the result. So if you want me to do this for you inside the Gorilla Platoon, there'll be a link. Come join us on the inside, and I'll see you there and get the result for you. If you found this video of value or insightful, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you, of course, as we turn up each and every day, or we have done since the 29th of January 2024. See you tomorrow.